Hello everyone, this is David Moffat from Axe Annex Tabletop Gaming, and today I have a little Batrep for you. It is the Pz8 Sci-Fi Skirmish rules. I had a few hiccups in this Batrep. I forgot to turn off my furnace, so it kicked in and made a big noise. And then for some reason during the 5th turn, the file started corrupting a little bit, so I had to cut a little bit of that, but otherwise that one made it through okay. And then some good Samaritan came and started blowing snow in our front yard. So in the last couple turns, you kind of hear that kicking on and off. And it gets pretty droning and, a little annoying, but otherwise, I think the Batrep went okay. I was testing doing a Batrep at home with my limited terrain and on my kitchen table with not the greatest of lighting, but I think it turned out okay. So, watch it. Just tell me what you think. Thanks. Okay, on this side we have the Texas Militia. They have some armored fighting vehicles, light walkers, heavy main battle tank, APC, infantry, light walker, APC, armored fighting vehicle, armored fighting vehicle, and then 3 sets of infantry at the very end are sitting in the APCs. On the Battle Cat side, we have a main battle tank, light walker, medium walker, heavy main battle tank, heavy main battle tank. The Texas Militia is trying to press forward into the town center and take the points that have the green jewel markers. If they take those, then they occupy the town. But there are infantry in each of those buildings that can fight them off. Meanwhile, the Battle Cats are trying to press forward and stop the Texas Militia from taking over the town. Let's roll. Texas Militia will be red, Battle Cats will be blue. Roll to see who goes first. Ooh, Battle Cats get to go first. All right. So in the sequence of play, the person who wins the turn moves. So I'm going to move my guys forward. And then the loser gets to fire, then move, then the winner gets to fire again. And then everyone is going to rally. All right, so movement-wise, most of my guys don't move too fast. The tanks are moving at 3 inches. The walkers are moving at 4 inches. And the infantry are going to stay in the buildings. All right. So we'll press forwards. Everyone gets to move. Arches, we don't have to measure there. These guys will head over this way. All right, so now these guys can fire if they have the range. I don't think any of them have the range. Let's see. Armored fighting vehicles have a range of 12 inches, so definitely not. The extra heavy main battle tank has a range of 18 inches, so not yet. APCs have no weapons, and the light walkers have a range of 12 inches as well. So 12 and 18 on their side. But some of them can move pretty fast. So in terms of movement, the armored fighting vehicles can move a whole 6 inches. So they can move forwards and start trying to take over buildings. And the APCs can also move 6 inches. So they'll start heading towards the town. Oh. The extra heavy battle tank can move 3 inches forwards. Infantry are very slow. They can only move 2 inches forwards. And the light walkers can move ahead 4. And then my battle cats have an opportunity to fire if anyone is in range. Well, I am certain they are not. Best range on the battle cats is the heavy walker and the heavy tank. Both 18 inches. I have my ruler at 18. And yeah, not too good. All right, no one needs to rally, so that's the end of turn 1. For turn 2, we're gonna roll again, same colors. The Texas Militia is red, the battle cats are blue. And battle cats win again, so they can press forward. All right, battle cats have moved. Now these guys are going to advance. We'll start with our fast guys. And the slow guy is going to move up 3. Trudging along are the infantry. All right. No one is in range yet. And no one needs to rally, so that's the end of turn 2. And now we'll see who goes in turn 3. Oh, battle cats again. Okay, pressing forwards. Everybody's moved. So the armored fighting vehicles might not have a line of sight on the battle cats. Let's see, does anybody? Oh yes, mechs can always see and be seen. And the mechs are within 12 inches. No mechs within 12 inches. This guy's got a range of 18. Let's see, 18 is way out still. Let's see, 18 inches, still way out. They're getting closer. Alright, so they can't hit anybody, but they can fire. Or move. They can move. No. Once a unit's within 5 inches of a building, they can start shooting into the building. So if I bring the armored fighting vehicles in, they can start attacking the infantry and try to soften them up before the APCs unload. Almost. If they go first, of course, or second. Let's see, he's stuck behind there. 3. About there. And then walkers. All right, and that's the end of turn 3. All we need to do is rally, or there's no rallying needing to be done, so we are on to turn 4. All right, round 4. Let's see who goes first. Oh, it's gonna be the Texas militia going first. That means they can move into position, but they can't attack yet. So they are there. There. No problem there. Let's see, should we give another one? Sure. That's where that guy's going, right here. This guy can hold the rear. These two are rushing up this way. They can attack now. Providing they survive the next round. This guy coming in this way. Can't unload yet. And the walker's got to go and skirmish. Heavy tanks coming up. Infantry are slowly moving forwards. Alright, battle cats get to fire. And oh, what targets they got. Oh, let's see here. So I think I'll take my heavy. I'm going to fire this guy, because he's very easily in sight. Where's the base? The base is about 10.5. There's a range of 18, which means the target is over half range. It's not currently in cover. It's not in a bunker. I'm counting everyone as a normal unit, so there's no pluses or minuses for that. And my Battle Cat has a high-tech fire control system, so it gets a -1 for target over half range, but a +1 for the high-tech fire control system, which means he just needs a straight 4, 5, or 6 to hit. And a 3 is a miss. All right, so that guy fired. Next up is my tank. He's gonna suffer a -1, so he's gonna need a 5 or 6 to hit. So I'll shoot this tank to that armored fighting vehicle. So the 5 or 6 he hits. Oh, 6. So that's a hit. All right, so what's going to happen now is my main battle tank is going to take a shot at this armored fighting vehicle. The main battle tank gets a +6 to his roll, and the armored fighting vehicle gets a +1. All right, so the armored fighting vehicle only scored a 1, and my tank scored a 4, so that's a 10-2. If you score a +1, the target is destroyed, or disorganized. If you score a +2, the target is suppressed, and a +3 or more, the target is destroyed. And with that kind of roll, this target is destroyed. All right, I'll put him in the dead pile. Now my other main battle tank, who can he see? Oh, you can see that target for sure. So my main battle tank is going to fire against this armored fighting vehicle. And again, I get a +6 for my main battle tank, and a +1 for the armored fighting vehicle. Roll of 6 and 6. Well, that makes it a 7 and a 12, which is still a 3+. So this armored fighting vehicle has been taken out. So far, things are going well for the defenders. Let's see what happens next. We have this medium walker. And who can he see? He can always see and be seen. So anyone is in his range. Even this building, which apparently, even though it looks too big, is not. 7 inches away, I think is just over half range for him. Because he has, range of 16, so he's not. And he has an advanced targeting system, so he gets a +1 to his roll. So in order to hit, I need a 5 or a 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's a 2. 2 does not hit. Okay, now my light has a range of 12. But he can still, no, it's over half. For him as well. So he'll get a -1. But he does have an advanced targeting system. So he'll get a +1 for that, so that means I need a 4, 5, or 6. Ooh, 6. All right, now we're gonna roll off. They have a defensive 1. And against armored targets, he has a damage of 3. So let's see what happens. So 2 versus 8. That's a 3+, which means another armored fighting vehicle has been taken out. So I think it was that one. Then we got some tanks. How's their line of sight? Let's see. I feel like they can definitely shoot at the other armored fighting vehicle. So we'll start the one in the back. We got a range of 18. So that means he's over halfway. So there's a -1 to hit, and they do not have an advanced targeting system. So I'm gonna need a 4 or 5, or 5 or 6. That's a 1. 1 is not a hit. Now I'll go for the closer one. Still, moving him around. Still over half, so I need a 5 or 6. That's a 5, so that's a hit. And they have a good punch on their weapon too. So they get a +6 to their roll, while the armored fighting vehicle gets a +1. And that's not enough to save him. So he's got 5 to his armor versus 12, which is over 3+. So this armored fighting vehicle is also taken out. Wow. Now lastly, the infantry get to fire. They have a range of 8, so I actually could have been doing this whole time. So I'm gonna start with this infantry against this APC. Rolling to hit. Misses. This infantry is going to fire at that armored fighting vehicle. We get a 3, which is no good. And this infantry is going to fire at this APC. And no good. Infantry could not fight them off. Now the armored fighting vehicle is going to fire at that infantry. They're in a bunker, so he gets a -2 to his roll, so he needs a 6 to hit. That's a 6, so that's a hit. And infantry have an armor of 0, while the armored fighting vehicle has 3 against soft targets. So +3 and +0. So 6 versus 4 is 2+, meaning that the target is suppressed. All right, so the target is suppressed here, so I'll put a marker on there to denote that target now cannot fire. When a target is suppressed, the units cannot move or fire. If hit and suppressed again, or engaged in close combat, are destroyed. Ooh, all right, who else can fire? Is he within 5? Nope. So he can shoot. He'll shoot at his closest target. He's at 12, which is his entire range. So he just can barely hit. All right, so he's gonna get a -1 to his roll. No good. This guy's got a range of 18. So he can shoot with a -1. 5. Does hit? Yes. All right, so he makes a hit. And he's got a 6 to his attack, while that's a light walker, has a 2 to his defense. So let's see. 5 and a 4. So 10 versus 7. All right, so a 10 to a 7 is a 3+, meaning that my light walker is taken out of action. The infantry has a range of 8, so they can't attack anyone. Let's see. Ooh, all the way back to 5. Not quite in range. This light walker has a range of 12, so he can't hit anybody. He's got an APC. All right, so that's it for shooting for the bad guys. Okay, well, that's the end of round 4. Okay, we're on to round 5. Let's see who goes first. 6 and 5. Ooh. So they get to move, meaning this AP is going to offload its infantry into this building. This APC is going to unload his infantry into this building for assault. And they can just take the building. And this guy is going to have to move forwards. And I haven't seen any rules on unloading infantry, so I'm going to say he has to wait till his next turn before he can unload his infantry. All right, so then this walker is going to move forward 4. This walker's moving forward 4. This infantry is moving forward 2. Infantry's moving forward 2. This guy's gonna come up this way, is 3 inches. Is there anybody else who can move? Oh yes, him. He doesn't need to stay there, he can move. Aid in this assault. It's his full 6. Okay. Now I get to fire upon them. So we'll start with the infantry. They're going to fire on this APC, see if we can get rid of him. 2 does not. All right, these guys have to fight some close combat. They're automatically hit when they come in contact. Okay, well, I didn't quite get that right. But that's okay. So in close combat, everyone is automatically hit. So I'll roll against their defense. It's going to be 3 versus a 0. 3 and 4, 6 and 4. So that's enough to take out one of the infantry units. But the other guy's still stuck there, so we'll see. See what happens. All right, so infantry have fought. Tanks can shoot 10 inches. Okay, so they're gonna move or shoot. They're over half the range. That's it. A 1 does not hit. And the other tank can fire at the walker. 3 does not hit. And then my medium walker is going to fire at the light walker. 5 against armored targets. And the light walker has an armor of 2. I think they're within half. It's got a range of 16. 8. Woo! Just. Alright, so 4, 5, or 6. 6. That's a hit. Alright, so the medium walker is attack 5 versus the light walker is attack or defensive 2. 7 and 7, so it's a tie. No damage. And lastly, my heavy walker is also going to shoot. Alright, so he gets a +1 to shoot. And this is within half range, so I just need 3, 4, 5, or 6. 2. No good. And lastly, I think these tanks will start shooting at that light walker too. They have a range of 18, so they're not within half. So they're going to take a -1, so they're going to need a 4 or 5. So I'll shoot first with the furthest tank. 1 is a miss. Now the closest tank, 5 is a hit. So they got an attack 6 versus an armor 2. 8 versus 9. So +1 means that they get to take a disorganized token. Disorganized units can't move. They fire with a -1 to hit. If hit and disorganized again, they become suppressed. All right, so he can't move anymore. But he can still shoot, which is okay, because that's all I need to do. And that's it for my side. I can move now. Should I move forwards? I can try to scoot them out of there. Though the tank really can't really attack anybody. Let's see, so 3. Let's move that way. Split them up. If I can get base contact on anybody. We could do close combat. don't know if they can reach anybody. So now, the Texas militia gets to fire. Let's see. They're in base-to-base combat, or contact, so that means that they automatically fight, though the APC gets nothing. Well, I guess 1 defense. Okay. So automatic hit. Let's see the wounds. 1 and 5. Oh, it's pretty well smoted. Bad move on my part. But we'll say these guys are still around. Ready to fight. Next up, anybody within 5 inches of that building can shoot at it. Certainly both can. Or this guy can shoot at the tank. Let's take a roll. Odds tank, evens building. Evens building, okay. So he's gonna shoot at the building. He takes a -2 to his roll. So that means he does not hit anybody inside. Next, the armored fighting vehicle is going to shoot. He also gets a -2 to his roll. Nothing. Alright, next up, these guys can start shooting. Those guys are an automatic base-to-base contact. I'm going to count it as being assaulting. Okay. So let's roll off for 1 infantry. 6 and 2. That means they get smoted. Pretty good. And the other infantry stand. 5 and 4. Wow, yeah. So 7 versus, or 8 versus 0. Oh. They're fighting everybody off in that building. And then these guys get to fight. Let's see what happens. They get a 3, plus 3 is 6, 2, 0. So they get to occupy this building. Let's see, who are you gonna shoot at? They can always see a mech. So he's gonna shoot at the medium. Distance is less than half. There's no penalties. And he has a high-tech targeting system. So he gets a +1, so he uses 3, 4, 5, or 6. 4 is a hit. He's got a 6 versus the mech's armor of 3. All right, a 6 and a 3. So 4 plus 6 is 10, 2 plus 3 is 5, that's smoked. So I lost another walker. So that guy is shot. That guy can't do nothing. Suicide run. Those guys have range 8. So definitely can't shoot anybody. This guy fought. Alright, that's it. Rallying, rally. Both players can try to recover disorganized or suppressed units. Roll a d6. 5 or 6 a unit is okay if disorganized. Disorganized if suppressed. Add +1 to roll if elite, -1 to green. So that guy is just a regular, so he needs to roll a 5 or a 6 to lose his marker. That's a 5. He loses his marker. So he's good to go for the next round. Okay, here we are on turn 6. I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna have to make this my last turn. But I suspect it's gonna be prematurely over anyway, this one. So let's see who goes first. 3 and a 6, my guys get to go first. So my guys get to move. That's basically all or nothing, isn't it? All right. So this guy is 3. This guy comes straight down the pipe. There's what there. Right into base-to-base contact. I'm not sure if you get to fight right away or not. I'm gonna double check that. Oh, it says automatically. All right, so let's see what happens. I have been playing it wrong. That would speed things up quite a bit if I had done that properly. 6 and 6, boom! See, my guy has hit a 6, so that makes it 12. The little guy only has a defense of 2, so he smokes him. Alright, that was a gambit that paid off, I would say. And then try to bring our tanks up. And that's it. That's all I got on my side. Let's see their side now. So you get to fire at me. So first of all, we'll shoot with the infantry. Roll to hit. 2, miss. APC can't shoot. I think that infantry is too far away. Let's see. 8, yep. These guys can shoot. Both of them can. So both of them are over half range. So they get a -1, so they need a 5 or 6 to hit me. 1 is a miss. 2 is a miss. So that's that infantry. The big guns are gonna fire. It's got an advanced targeting system, a range of 18. So that means, oh, he's not. So he only needs a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to hit. That's a 2, so he misses. Wow. And then these guys are gonna continue assaulting this building. And they're both half range, all right. But they'll both suffer a -2. So they need a 6 to hit. So first of all, the armored fighting vehicle. 2 misses. Light walker. 1 misses. Okay. Then, that's everybody who can shoot. Let's see about attacking. They can move forwards and try to beat the last of the defenders. So that's automatically hits. They get an attack of 3, while the infantry has a defense of 0. So let's see if they can kill the infantry in there. They cannot. It's a tie, so that's nothing. All right, the walker can move in, do the same thing. The walker has an attack of 3 as well. So let's see what happens. 4 and 3 is 7 versus defense of 3, so they get to take out the defenders. There is no infantry to occupy that building. Who else can move? It's not really to their advantage to move anymore, except for the infantry, which are very far behind. So move that guy up 2. This guy's gonna have to try to come down this way to 2. One thing you can do with infantry too is like jump them from building to building, and they'll be harder to hit as you go along. But they still move very slowly, so that can make it difficult. I could shoot at people. Who am I going to shoot at? I could shoot at them. All right. Does my tank have line of sight though? On this side? Well, base to base it does. Okay, we'll count it. What do tanks get against soft targets? And heavy mechs. Roll the same in this case. 5 and 5, okay. So first of all, they got to roll to hit. They get a -2 because they're in a bunker. So tank, the far tank, misses. Closer tank, misses. And heavy, misses. Then, let's see, can that tank see? I would say no. Can you see anybody? I can see that building. I'll count it. Let's see. No, it's not within double range, so we can hit on a 6. That's a 2. That's not a hit. And then lastly, this tank can shoot at that walker because it never gets cover. Oh yeah, I guess the other tank could have as well. That's okay. So shooting at the walker. He's got no penalties, so 4, 5, or 6. 6, that's a hit. He's got a gun of 6. Walker's got a defense of 2. So 7 versus 6. So he gets a suppressed or a disorganized token, which isn't going to matter too much in the end. And that's all my forces. Let's see if he rallies. At the end of the turn, he rallies on a 5 or 6. 3, does not rally. All right, that's the end of the game, because I'm out of time. And that concludes the Batrep. The game doesn't have a lot of structure to it. I mean, you build units based on points, and then you can face off against the other player. And other than that, you're pretty much left up on your own just to decide which direction you want to take it. I've been testing out this one scenario that I've shown in the Batrep a few times. It seems to work pretty good. I think this game could work well in a RPG, campaignish kind of narrative, where you have more going on behind the scenes and then you fight out the battles with this relatively quick and easy rule set. It's free, it's great. I'll have the link below where to find the PDFs. It covers a wide variety of eras, and I would recommend it because it's free and it's fun. Well, thanks for watching my Batrep. Bye bye.